Morning. Happy New Year 2026. Here we are. This is the first trip I've been able to get out actually. So we're actually 2 weeks into it. We had an awesome trip up north to Red Bluff on the main channel, so check that out. Blue Sneaks. Well, I was going to be doing some kingfish fishing. I had the lures out all ready to go, but the swell is up a little bit. So the swell is up, it's dead low tide, and it's just probably not the safest for me to be going right into shallows and flicking lures around just by myself. If I had someone else with me, I'd probably be able to be just on the gear, on the steering, and they can flick lures. But unfortunately, be by myself is probably not the best idea. Things can get out of hand. And where I was going to be flicking lures, the Desal bloody equipment has turned up. So you can see that in the distance if the GoPro picks it up. So I'm sure that's the first of many projects along our bio region that are going to be happening in the next 2 years. So a bit's happened since that last episode. So look, there was a few precious people that chimed in about what was going on in that last episode. For those that don't know, caught a heap of bycatch of demersals. I was definitely on KG grounds. It was big paddocks, a little bit of weedy bottom. It's where everyone goes to catch KGs in my local area. And I've been speaking to a couple of people that do a lot of KG fishing, and that has the same issue with the demersals have just all come in. So they're just catching bycatch as well. So it is an issue. I could have easily edited that last video out of all that and made this cushy little me catching sambos and tuna episode to please everybody, but I wanted to show you realism and what is actually going to happen. A bit of a reality check for everybody that you know it's going to happen. We're going to get bycatch of demersals because they are thick as, especially where I am, they are thick as everywhere you go. So I am very debatable on how this is about stock. I think it's about other things myself. That's my personal opinion, and I know everyone's not going to agree to that. The demersals are thick as where I am. There might be a couple of sort of pockets in around the Perth metro area and towards Mandurah that might be a little bit depleted or whatever. I mean, you're going to get that close to any major city. So we have 180 square thousand kilometres of bioregion in the West Coast bioregion. To close a whole bioregion just for a very small patch, I just don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. There's other things going on, and governments and big corporations, yeah, I just don't trust them one bit. Anyways, I won't go too deep into that, but yeah, so I'm not going to apologise for the last video because it was basically a reality check, and I know there's a few precious people out there, but as long as they remember what they said to me in the messages when they go out and catch their own bycatch, when they're trying to fish for whatever, kingies, King George, whatever, as long as they remember what they said to me, so they're not what do you call it, hypocrites, it's fine. Alright, so as it is a little bit crappy, we might just shoot it out the back a bit. We'll dangle some, I got some muleys there, so I'll dangle some muleys over the side, burley up a little bit, and see if we can get some tuna, because we'll just dangle them over. We're not going to send them down to the bottom. Tuna, and you know, skippy might come up as well and chill them as well. So we'll shoot it out. Yeah, I was hoping to get in there and flick around the reefs, but it's probably just a little bit risky. I don't want to risk my baby. Alright, we'll send it somewhere and we'll get into it. I need to get a feed. I only fish to eat. I don't fish just to make videos, I fish to eat. So every time I go out, I'm looking for a feed. So every video that you see of mine, I'm literally going out to get a feed. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're away from the reef. There's a tiny little bit of reef system that goes along the side here. We're out in 20 metres of water, and I'm only going to be dropping down probably about 5 metres down. That's all I'm going to have it. I'm not going to fish the bottom, just drop base about 5 metres down, and this is how I got my tuna last time, so that's what we're going to do this time. So It's feral, eh? I was expecting it to be a bit better than what it is, but I don't care, I'm out. It's been ages since I've been out, and the old girl, she just wanted to get out, so. All right, let's, she's getting a bit windy. It's meant to calm down a little bit. Anyways, we'll burley up, and we'll get some just muleys hanging over the side. Might even put a soft plastic over as well. Okay, so I really should tie that again. Feels alright. Alright, so we just got a little prawn, and we're just gonna literally put it just dangling straight underneath the boat. I will put that clicker on to run if we need to, and hopefully we hear that sing. Alright, we'll get this guy at the top here, unweighted. It's probably going to, it's quite the swell, sorry, the current coming through here too. So anyways, we'll see how it goes just without the weight. Get some water. Pull this guy out for a little bit. The water is beautiful, warm. Water temperature is 23 degrees. We're pretty close to going for some Spanny Max soon. 23, 24 degrees is what we're minimum. That's what we're after. All right, so this guy, that's it. It's literally about six meters behind the boat, and that's probably not, that's gonna stay up on the surface anyway. It might slowly sink down, which is totally fine. All right, that's us armed and ready. Look at one of these burley logs which I was saving for fishing normally, but I can't do that anymore, so I'm not going to waste it. Just chuck it in the back here and chuck him over just to get a little bit of smell on the water. Should be all good. We are on. I don't know what we've got here. I was just jerking the just joking the I think it's a little it's a bloody northwest blowy. These guys are the bolt cutters of the sea. There'll be nothing left of this soon. See those teeth? Things don't come back out of there. So, if this was actually my fishery and it was up to me, sustainability, what would I do? I get asked that question a bit. And if it was actually about the stock levels, which I don't reckon it is, but that's, you know, if it actually was, first of all, I would take that bag limit back down. So, only one Dewey, one baldy per boat at least, and then 2 pinkies. That's fine. I'd have a minimum and a maximum measurement on pinkies, Deweys. I mean, you know, anything over 80, 85 centimeters for a pinky, they start losing their quality in the meat. So, and they're the big breeders, so you might as well just chuck them back. Deweys, it's hard on Deweys and baldies because they do suffer barotrauma. That's just unfortunate, mate. But if you can get them back down, yeah, it's definitely worth, especially with the big 100, you know, meter plus ones. Deweys, you know, they're the breeders as well. So, but not too many of them come up without being barotrauma. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a tricky situation. I get that it is a bit of a tricky situation for the fisheries, but what they've done, I just can't justify how much it's going to ruin it. It's not just the the rec fishers and the commercial fishers, it snowballs right through the whole community. So it's the retail sector, it's the restaurants and hospitality sector, it's even like boat mechanics and things like that. They're going to see a drop in income and stuff like that because people just won't be using their boats. It goes right through the whole community. So, and these little, like tourism as well, these little towns up and down the coast that people, generally only go there to put their boat in the water, and then they obviously go to the restaurants and stuff like that while they're there. So that side of things is going to be impacted heaps. Mental health is going to be right, just doubled over. Have we still got bait? No, we don't. Well done, well played. All right, so I'll get that in a sec. So, and when it comes to the spawning side of things, I think if we shut it down for 3 months, that's still better than 12 months, isn't it? So let the fishies breed. That's the sustainable part, and then just fish for the 9 months after that. I think that's pretty reasonable and a sort of a common sense approach if that was me. Yeah. Anyways. Personally, like I said, I don't think it's about the stock because there's just so many of the bastards. They're everywhere. And if you go for a trip up and down the coast, that's a whole lot of water and you never see any boats. Like when I go, you might see 1 or 2 boats in a stretch of 50 k's along the when you go north, like from like Lancel and north. You just never see them until you get to town. So there's no way known they can accurately judge how many fish is in this bloody ocean. Not a chance. Anyways, I know that's going to upset a few people that hang on every word the media says, but yeah, my opinion. Alright, so you can see plenty of fish down the bottom. That's fine, they can stay there. You can see where my baits are at the top in about 5 meters. Fingers crossed the rod goes off soon. Hey! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's definitely not a tuna. That bait was hanging around on the surface, so it's come up. I saw it on the sounder, they've actually come up. I wouldn't mind betting it's a sambo. A nice little run on it though. Can't see it yet. As long as I don't get tangled with the other one, should be right. Drag it over this side. Camera duties. That burley will be just working in, obviously. I saw it on the sounder, it come up off the bottom, so there's a whole school of them, so I'm tipping their sambos. Something had a go at it. Yeah. Oh, there's heaps of them if you can see them. He would be about size, just size. But I've learnt my lesson. Oh no. That's gone. Alrighty. There we go. There we go, guys. Nice sambo to start the morning off. He'd be just over, he'd be 64, 65 I'd say, but he can go back. Beautiful little sambo. Yeah, I saw him on the sounder, they come up, I'll show you in a sec. Off he goes. So they're hanging around the bottom, and they've just come up, a whole school of them obviously, and nailed that whole muley. All right, well that's one on the board. Bit of action. Just want that tuna now. I'm not taking another Sambo home. No, not today. Okay, rebait. Just something for a feed. Other than Sambo. What's everyone's thoughts on Sambos? Leave a comment below. Do you rate them? So the very first Sambo that I caught was like 61 centimeters, only just size, and it was actually pretty good. It actually tasted pretty good. And then I've had 3 since, all various different sizes, from 68, I think it was, up to 80. And the 68 was just starting to go mushy. And then from then on, it was disgusting. They are craybait. So yeah, I know Risey, my mate, he says smoking them is actually pretty good, but I don't know, the jury's out on that one. I think they might be, there's plenty of them. They might be crab and craybait, I think. Something hanging around the boat, but they just won't take. Yeah, anyway. So a couple of episodes ago, I did catch some sand whiting, and the plan was to use them on pinkies, but because the demersal ban changed, I just got about a dozen whiting, so in the freezer, so I don't want to waste them. So I went and got a couple of these. Basically, they just clip on. Put your, what do you call it? Whiting in there, or bait, dead bait, and then just clip them on, and you trawl around about 3 to 4 knots, and yeah, I reckon they might be good for Spanny Macs. Metro Mackies will be here soon, if they're not already here. That water temperature is, what, 23 degrees, which is starting to get up there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'd say that'd be, if they're going to come down, that'd be pretty soon, if not already here. But we won't do any of that trawling today, because it's just a bit of a shitty day, and I didn't bring out the whiting anyway, so yeah, we'll definitely give them a go over the next sort of month, I'd say, a couple of months while we're here, and I'll let you know how they go, obviously. Metro Mackie, bucket list number 1. We'll get there. I got a shark Mackie last year. I was like, oh, I thought I was on, but no, dirty bloody shark Mackie. Well, she's gone a bit quiet, but we'll stick around. That burley's in the water, so we're nowhere near a bite time. That tide's coming off the low tide right now, so hopefully things start changing pretty soon. Alright guys, I think we're going to call that a day. Pretty uneventful. I think I'm going to have fun trying to get this anchor up where I am, so I'm going to call it a day. Wasn't the most exciting episode, sorry about that. They just don't want to bite today, they just do not want to bite. So, well, that's what happens. Just got that one Sambo. No tuna, I thought the tuna might have been hanging around, but no, nothing. Alright, well, yeah, I'm going to have fun getting this anchor up, so until next time, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers for watching, and let me know in the comments. I know there's going to be a few people that are going to be left and right. What do you say? You can't please everybody. Yeah. Cheers guys.